Welcome back to NACL Season 2. We're here with the fourth game finally. Had delays, and I think a ban is actually taken away from the side of Super Team NA, who's going up against LMQ here. TNC iBUYPOWER. I'm Miguel, and joining me here is Studio, as we finally bring you the hype game.
It took a while, but we made it. We're here. We're in the game. There were some issues getting a support for Super Team NA. We have now
Hula,
which
it's
is
just a Smurf.
Yeah, it's a different account, but much more fun to say in my opinion. But I'll try to avoid saying it to not butcher it too much. But Renekton and Caitlyn being banned out by Super Team NA. Third ban is, of course, Forfeit. Cassidy and Elise coming out from LMQ. Makes sense. Cassidy is the OP. Elise, of course, going to be the aggressive jungler. We'll see if they ban out Yasuo or someone else who's considered kind of a high priority ban. But it depends whether Trooper or not is that threatening.
Okay.
Yasuo. And there goes the Lulu pick.
All right, so Renekton, Caitlyn, Cassidy, and Elise, the rest of the bans out there. Obviously not 6, but 5. And Lulu for Trooper. Haven't really seen too much of that from him. Normally plays in Italy, the Orianas and such, but everybody's getting into the gear of playing that one mid, as it is becoming a priority first pick. Gragas for the side of LMQ, and possibly their jungler, or maybe ADC for Vasily, if anything. Caitlyn's pretty big for him, but it gets banned out, so Lucian could be a choice for him, or whatever he wants to whip out. There's Sivir, too. That's still on the board. Pretty big pick coming up lately. And Gragas for Wei Zhao. He had a really strong showing like yesterday against Super Team NA, so we'll see if he can do it again.
Yeah, I love Gragas in general. Gragas versus Lulu, not the best lane early on in the matchup, but eventually you toss barrels. You might need a body slam, might not, and you just clear the waves very easily. You do not deal with Lulu's harass or any of her shenanigans because you're not in lane because you're CSing so quickly. We do see the second pick going to be Annie too, 4 more in the bot lane, so a lot of aggression, a lot of damage. I would expect a decently ranged carry like possibly a Jinx, or more likely we're going to see Lucian, like you said.
Yeah. And Evelyn actually getting hovered over here. We actually had that banned away from Cognitive last game, so maybe you're going to see Panzer Dragon playing that one. Pantheon's still available. You could have the global pressure, the early ganks, the crits. Could switch over to Wukong, pretty strong. Kha'Zix is available. I like the Wukong idea. Yasuo's open
That's
too.
what I'm thinking too.
But Sivir could be one of the more likely picks. High Echo plays a pretty beast Sivir. That could be a Sivir Lulu lane if they want to give Trooper something else. The Shyvana pickup for Arthur on top is signifying that they want to go for that one, but he plays a lot of Mundo, from what I've seen. Shyvana could be a little change of pace, and they're going to go for a very speed-up-y comp here.
They could still go for Yasuo.
They still could, but
Yasuo, I mean, Yasuo does do well versus Gragas because those barrels have no chance thanks to Wind Wall. And this Shyvana's drag, Lulu's ultimate, we could see Yasuo come up as a 4th or 5th pick. It's a very Cloud9 HyperX Tempest style of play where you go for a lot of rushdown, and Yasuo has a lot of knockup to back it up as well. So not only can you knock people up in the air, you can actually reach them by just running at them. It's fantastic. We'll see how LMQ responds. If they expect the Yasuo, we might see Gragas end up in a different lane, because if you have that 5th pick option, we could see jungle Gragas or top Gragas, though it has been the most effective thing lately, and Lucian being now looked at. I would expect pretty safe pick overall.
Yeah, laser kind of deceptive when you try to shield it as Sivir, so it really takes a fine timing for it. He has the mobility to get away, and also can initiate pretty well with the Tibbers and, flash stun from Annie in any case or any scenario. It looks like it's locked in, so going for one of those comfort picks in the Lucian ADC for Vasily, and Lee Sin going to get hovered over here for Wei Zhao. That could be a very strong pickup for No Name. I wonder if Panzer Dragon could counter that out. Could go for Pantheon, but Auto Orange had a really good showing against that, showing that early steals are something that Lee Sin can do. And it does get locked in, so Lee Sin for No Name.
Yeah, and of course, the Pantheon for Cognitive had some issues, such as dying.
Yeah, diving level
to
3.
A turret and giving Mundo a double buff. So there were some issues with that Pantheon. But we could see it come out in response. I do like Lee Sin versus Pantheon just because that attack speed reduction makes him very good at dueling 80 specific champions. And Pantheon does a lot of spell damage, well, damage through his spells that is physical damage, but you do eventually early on focus a lot on auto attacks because you just don't have the cooldowns nor the damage at that point. Leona being looked at now. Leona Sivir, very powerful lane. If they want to push in hard at level 1, you can just use a Zenith Blade and then Bouncing Blade combination just to mow down the minion wave. The question is going to be, who is their 5th? Will we see a Yasuo for the mid lane? Will we see Wukong in the jungle and just a overall...
Huh, not bad. I like it. I like it. It fits in well. Giant growth, whirlwind knockups. And
A lot
the
of
speed
CC.
boost from Sivir. A lot of AoE, actually. This
Yep.
composition can just mow down people and knock them up galore.
You get caught by one person, that sets up Leona's ultimate, that sets up Wukong's ultimate, that sets up even a Shyvana drag if possible. there is so many ways to catch up one person, and the follow-up is immense. A, because of the speed boost from Sivir, and B, because there's just so much ridiculous, both AoE, CC, and damage on this comp.
I'm wondering if Vasili's going to get enough culling kills, like from Maple Street from the first game. LeBlanc being looked at here could signify a top Gragas for Ackerman. Maybe, oh, hello, top lane Gragas for the Ackermans. Going to be very interesting to see if the Fat Man can take on the Dragon. And looking like they're switching around here, Panther Dragon trolling us just a little bit. That's not going to be Jungle Lulu. If it is, then, you know, I'll eat my shit.
You know what? It's okay. It's great. You can
Mid
slow
Lulu, Jungle
coming
Lulu.
out of it.
You can Whimsy in, get your health pick, slow McClure.
There you go. And then you have red buff, so extra slow. Now, I like the Ackerman pick for top Gragas. We've seen top Gragas versus Renekton has not gone well. I think ever in that matchup that we've seen it. But Gragas versus Shyvana, you have the advantage where you can actually build a Chalice of Harmony into an Athenes and Holy Grail, because that magic resist will still be useful top lane. And the big poisoning for Gragas top lane has been that they build Athenes versus Renekton, and they're just worthless because Renekton's like, I'm Renekton, it's all physical damage, I'm going to kill you anyways.
Alright, so these team comps looking very interesting. I like Super Team NAs right now, the composition for the knockups and the synergy that everybody can follow up with it. The pickoff, though, and the blow-up potential from LeBlanc and Gragas are just huge, and you can never forget about that. Annie can catch you off guard at any second. But we're loading in now. We're going to be going to that quick 3-minute spectator delay. But with that, we're going to go to a quick commercial break. But also, we're going to give a quick shout-out to our sponsors down below. You can check them out, click the boxes. And first of all, there's a loot crate. You can check them out. $13, 37 cents a month. You get a nice crate delivered to your door. It's like about this big and this high. And it has a bunch of knickknacks and paddywhacks and geek apparel inside of it that you can check out. And there's also a monthly mega crate that gets given out to a random person who is subscribed to them. And also, there's a little class. You get yourself in a nice little private session with a bunch of all other people. It's a nice small class, and you have your favorite professional player in their role with their champion that they like, and you get to learn all about it. And there's also Phoenix.
Phoenix peripherals that make impeccably crafted, high-quality computer accessories. For example, they've got mice, keyboards, headsets, mouse pads. I really recommend checking out their website. Got the link down below at Phoenix Peripherals. And really, all of their gear is just very top-notch, very high quality. So recommend checking them out. However, right now, we've got Super Team NA. They're going to load in versus LMQ. And I'm excited to see how this matchup goes. I want to see if we get the Super Team NA vengeance. But we'll find out if they can really run it back here at the North American Challenger League.
Too long, I can't make it on my own steam, but it won't be long. Once in a while we're allowed to dream that we're gonna make it through the night. We're gonna journey to the light. We're gonna make it through the night. Whoa, we're gonna make it through the dark. We're gonna find out who we are. We're gonna make it through the dark. No one can tell us who we are. We're that only love can ignite. And I'm fine with this. I wouldn't have it any other way. 'Cause we were made for this. You and me, we're gonna fly away. But we're gonna make it through the night. We're gonna journey to the light. We're gonna make it through the night. Whoa, we're gonna make it through the dark. We're gonna find out who we are. We're gonna make it through the dark. No one can tell us who we are. We're
welcome back here for the second to the last game of tonight for Super Team NA going up against LMQ. We saw them play yesterday. This is going to be a rematch as LMQ now leads 1-0 over them in their struggle to be on the top. I'm Egad, and joining me here is Studio, as we're going to be bringing you this fourth game.
I actually see possibly an invade coming out from LMQ.
Ooh, aggression.
It's been a while, but they send 4 members down through the river. They might be spreading out, but they don't have anybody in the top part of the map except for Graga, so it looks like they're going for a buff steal more so than an actual like hardcore kill invade.
Alright, not starting body slam. They haven't really leveled any skills from both sides. So Arthlon takes control of the brush and gets a little advantage there. The stun is charged up for more, so he does have that W available. And AoE stun could go in for the late invade here. It's pretty possible. But if Panzer Dragon does wait around, gets that minute and 30-second ward out there, they will be completely denied, and LMQ could pressure through and possibly just keep him off his red and have the steal go through. There are pings going out. They might see Panzer Dragon on the ledge there, but we'll see if they do actually aggress.
Yeah, I think he's just out of range. Unfortunately for LMQ, it looks like no one's taken the bait quite yet. But Wukong is heading towards the top part of the map. I think this might be a good steal on their part if they decide to go for it. If they're looking for the kills, though, no one's walking towards that part of the map, it seems. So hopefully, if they want to go for the steal, they do. If not, it's kind of wasted time. Luckily, nothing's really being done by Super Team NA right now. So the worst thing that could happen here is they waste a few seconds of time.
All right, and here we go. The aggression is coming in. And they're not going to find anything just yet. They're not going to find anything at all, actually, because Panzer Dragon did back off going towards his blue. So this right steal is going to go unanswered. But Panzer Dragon could look for the mirrored steal on the LMQ side if he goes from blue to red. But if No Name does end up going red to red, then that'd be a very interesting level 1 fight. A level 2 fight.
Yeah, looks like LeBlanc going to go ahead and try and put a ward down. They want a spot to see if Panzer Dragon does head towards the red buff on the side of LMQ. They will know that red buff is gone because both Lucian and Annie approach from the red buff area.
Yep.
They approach late, which means they were either too slow.
Level 2 gank on a Jupiter. Tempest Cripple comes to, okay, I didn't expect that one. So they forced the flash out of him. That is the definition of
solid
cheese.
flash. Well, did you see Lee Sin's Q? Unfortunately for No Name.
They missed.
Yeah, he thought Trooper was going to juke that. Trooper hadn't really even seen him yet,
Oh,
it
the
seems.
fight, actually. Level 2 comes through. Sonic Wave actually ends up fading there, but Gragas is now there. Ackerman going to come through. This is one dead monkey. Sonic Wave and the kill will go over to No Name, who nets himself a blue buff. And first blood.
Man, it's the Lee Sin picking up the kills. No good choice there to give the kill for Panzer Dragon. Once he was caught out there, it was either going to be a Gragas, Lee Sin, or LeBlanc, all of which could snowball based off those kills, taking control right there. And they caught the bluff. They knew that Wukong, knowing his red buff would down, would probably go for the steal. More in a bit of danger, though.
All right, chasing him down, hit the boomerang blade. He flashes forward, gets the stun. High Mecho forced to pop that barrier, as well as take a bunch of damage there from Vasily. Unfortunately, the W did not connect there for more. And they're just going to get the auto attack harass out and force Echo out of lane and force him to not have barrier anymore. They do get the boomerang blade. Oh, it does not connect with the shield of Daybreak. So, nice trade out, forcing out one summoner from Echo. And 2 from Moore, though.
Yeah, 2 were burned by Moore to go aggressive there, but they now have a bit of control in lane. Echo is going to be relying on a little bit of lifesteal and his potion to sustain in lane, but he can't really lifesteal near the Lucian. Moore is caught out, takes a little bit of damage. However, Wahoo's going to take a lot more in response, and Echo already being chased out one more time.
Yeah, and just laying the beat down in this lane is the Anti-Lucian. Echo's still very low. They could look for a potential dive here if they want to. Oh, that piercing light goes through. He flashes forward, gets the Relentless Pursuit and the double proc from the passive. And now, Philip Moore did take a little bit of a turret shot, but a kill goes over to Vasily, and a beautiful dive executed out there from both flashes, actually, and the chase down.
Yeah, because Sivir has such low range, once Lucian, or really anybody in general, but Lucian is exceptional in this case, once they have an HP advantage on her and can really burst her down, she can't play offensively. She can't even CS to get her life back because she's going to be in auto attack range. She's going to be in range of their spells. That was a fantastic snipe from Vasily at max range, just caught him off guard. And that was really kind of pressuring to the max. Even if they hadn't gotten that kill, they could have denied a lot of CS to Sivir, made her play so defensively. But now we have a Sivir that is, A, died once, B, has 8 CS to Vasily's 17 CS advantage, and she's going to be getting back to lane. We'll pick up a little bit of CS, but Vasily will also have had a chance to buy and use that 17 CS 1 kill advantage.
All right, and he gets the Vampire Acceptor. Arthlon up top getting poked out heavily by Arthlon. I mean, oh my god, by Ackerman, excuse me. Arthlon poking himself up. There's two of them. He flash body slams, ignites. The barrel is going to come out, and he is going to die to the headbutts. Oh, Ignite ticks, and he goes down. That's a kill over to top lane now. Every lane picks up a kill except for mid so far.
It's all Chuper, man. Chuper's got to carry this game at this rate.
Oh, Sonic Wave. He's not level 6, though. That would be funny if he was already level 6 at 5 minutes.
Only level 4, which, I mean, Super Team NA has to be happy about that. But Chuper, he's trying to hold mid lane. Already sent back to base, though, by the pressure from No Name and Wai Zhao. This was very oddly planned in the sense that they caught out Chuper early on. They forced his flash, so now he can't really play too aggressively. And across the map, the rest of LMQ is just kind of window lanes on their own. Gragas picking up the kill onto Shyvana, and of course the kill onto Sivir in the bot lane. So the one lane that they didn't outright win, just with their laning presence, they already burned the flash, and now Chuper can't really do anything aggressive in the mid lane. And not losing CS, thanks to the successful pressure and gank. Like, this is Super Team NA, they are so far behind now. It's only 6 minutes in, and it feels awkward saying that, but you can tell, like, Vasilia and Mort, the second they get any pressure, the second they get any damage onto Echo, Super Team NA will have to retreat in the bot lane, which is just devastating as he's already behind 14 CS.
Yeah, it's really weird when Annie, who gets directly countered by Leona, is actually ahead of her. And it's asserting all that range, all that presence with the stun, all the pokes you can provide with a Q. In the mid lane, Wei Zhao still going in at Chuper's, forcing him out. The Crystalline Flask start, as well as the Chalice of Harmony Rush to negate some of that damage. Chuper is trying to stay in this lane, down in CS, also behind because of the assist, and also the rush of the DFG coming in from Wei Zhao. But up top, Arthlon going to be poked out. His headbutt's hitting for a ton, as well as it's going to be the AP Gragas top, as no tanky Gragas, no bruised Gragas or anything like that. He uses the explosive cast. He hit level 6 early on, looking for Arthlon now, who's going to actually use the burnout to get away. And the barrel comes through, does end up connecting, but doesn't do too much damage, as it looks like it's actually a body slam max out. Oh, no, it is a barrel max, just getting for Gragas up top.
That Negatron Cloak did reduce the damage quite a bit. And
yeah.
Good pickup by Arthlon. But you're really seeing the Gragas in action, which is once he lands a body slam, he will connect the barrel, he'll connect an auto attack with the extra damage bonus from Trinket Rage with the high base damage on body slam. It's incredibly high burst to anybody, really. And Shyvana is someone who's really based off that sustained damage. The problem with that sustained damage is Gragas can just toss down a barrel, kill her attack speed, kill a lot of her output, and then the body slam itself will still have that reduced cooldown from hitting her and just deal incredibly high DPS.
Ooh, blue steel comes in from LMQ now. They throw that over to Wei Zhao. Chuper heading into a
Chuper.
blooper. Looks like, oh, he warded over the wall and it did spot them out, so no blooper. Actually, he saves himself. And they will get the blue steel and deny that from Panzer Dragon and Chuper.
Oh man, a poor Echo, already forced to go ahead try and take golems. Doesn't really have enough damage, and they just keep on healing, so he doesn't really get anything out of it either. Leona going back to base. This means that it is Echo on his own. You can already see 26 CS advantage in the bot lane. Poor Echo, they're diving for him. The shield is baited out.
Stun comes through, the barrier's forced out. They're going to land a bunch of damage, but he still has the protection of the turret. Oh, he actually gets out of there cheekily with the passive and then relentless pursuing away. Is he going to go for the dive, though? Is he going to go for it again? Will you do it? Will you have the chat go Lomo crazy? It looks like the question is going to be answered with a no. As actually, Batosai goes in, gets the stun with the Shield of Daybreak. We have Wukong coming around, though. Vasilia looking to run around the side, trying to get out through the Tri-Brush. They see the Wukong, but Wei Zhao is responding and rotating from mid. Chuper's coming down. Double distortion on the Mimic. And a nice shield from Echo. Keeps him alive for that damage. Solar Flare forces the flash on Wei Zhao, but the nice slow comes in to knock up as well. He gets the jump over the wall. Panzer Dragon cannot get in, though, as he just flashed to reach him. So nice play from Wei Zhao, keeps him alive, and almost Super Team NA gets the kill, their first kill.
I mean, the aggressive play, luckily for Super Team NA, they lose nobody, but they don't really get anything out of that trade. However, Arthlon now able to cut the creeps top lane, will at least be equal in CS. This gives a lot of time for Chuper, not for Chuper, for Echo and Wahula in the bot lane to really try and do something as well. Echo will be back at full HP, maybe get a little bit of CS, but without actually securing a kill, without giving some free time for Echo in the bot lane, he is still behind by about 42 CS. Right now, Vasily is more than doubling his CS. He's quickly approaching tripling him, but he will be going back to base to spend.
That's ridiculous. All right, so gets the BF sword, looks to be able to play the Rune King, the Bloodthirster, excuse me. Arthlon forced the Dragon's Descent over the wall. Ackerman maybe gonna look for the chase. No, it does not flash. Not gonna waste time chasing that one. Does get the ultimate out of Shyvana though, so gonna be really good for him in the laning phase if Arthlon comes back without that. Chain doesn't connect, so no chase down from Wei Zhao or No Name. And a little bit of Lance Harass comes in from Chuper, though. He does want that blue buff off of Wei Zhao, but he does not care. He just distortions all over the place there and goes right on back to base.
However, Chuper does have a chance now to go ahead, push in that mid lane. a little bit more gold, get a little bit of experience, maybe possibly push down, get some damage on the mid turret. Probably not kill it. Top lane, even though Arthlon didn't die, he has the advantage where he got a bunch of CS. Still falling behind Ackerman, unfortunately, but he's at least staying relevant, which versus Gragas, who picks up the early assist. Actually, he didn't even pick up an assist from that first blood, but who picks up an early kill. It can be very difficult to keep sustaining in lane because his poke will just get better, and more importantly, it gets spammable. Ackerman's getting really close to that Unthieves Holy Grail, which it's so pivotal to him because all of a sudden he goes from being a very limited in mana champion to someone who can just spam like crazy. Very high damage, very, very effective nukes. Bot lane, it's just Echo being pressured. Echo, level 6 now, has a move speed boost. Arthlon just getting destroyed.
2 levels behind in top lane is such a nightmare to deal with.
Like, what's he going to do at this point? What Shyvana have his options? She has Flame
Sit
Breath,
underneath the turret,
which is not that good. It has a long cooldown, and she has Burnout and her melee spells, which, guess what? If you're using melee spells versus Gragas.
Tether comes in, they're going to use the hunt to try to escape. The chain goes out, and they're going to back off and try to push the surge down as fast as possible. It's getting dangerously low. Wukong is there, though. Level 6 has the Whirlwind, if anything, but they have some nice wave clear from Sivir, and that's going to stop that push. Wage out, trying to make the roams happen down bot, but to no avail.
They're being very careful because of Wukong. Wukong ultimate come out with Leona ultimate could start a huge team fight. They want turret though.
Gets the chain, gets the double signal silence, props it. Gonna be a flash kick on a Panzer Dragon. A little bit of a misclick there from No Name. Safeguards and flashes out. The Ignite is ticking. It looks like the kill will go over to Wuhulala, or Wuhulahula. I don't know how to say his name is, but Batosai. Weijia picks the response kill on Panzer Dragon. Though Ignite goes down, explosive cask onto Arthlon. He's gonna burn out away in the minions. Will it be enough? No, actually, he gets the ultimate just in time too. Ackerman chasing him down. Maybe going to flash barrel this one, or it gets dropped out. He's chasing it down. Looks like he's going to actually go down to bot, as Vasily and more doing a ton of damage to Batosai. One more auto will secure it, and Vasily gets the kill. As it looks like Arthlon was actually able to get away as he did Dragon's Descent somewhere. But down bot, they picked the kill and make it a 5-1 lead in favor of LMQ.
Yeah, Ackerman's going for the body slam flash combo where you flash as you body slam, and you get the distance from the body slam as well as the distance from the flash, and then still have that damaging state. Unfortunately, could not connect, which gave Arthlon a chance to escape. Ackerman still takes out that top turret, and I really love the LMQ play because think about Panzer Dragon and Hula Hoop Leona's combined damage.
Hula Hoop Leona.
Yeah. So if you see the ring come out from Leona, if she gets a good stun, that sets up really good damage from Panzer Dragon. She can then land a very damaging Zenith play. The passive is being broken by Wukong almost instantly, and if not, there's also Echo, who does really high AoE damage despite being really far behind, just because Sivir has that as her base spell with Boomerang Blade, and they'll get blown up as Chupa getting blown up in the mid lane.
Oh, no anti-tibbers to follow. It was on cooldown. There's no stun as well because he just charged it back up, but it's okay. Blue buff gets stolen away, and it would go over to Ackerman, who was just abusing his dominance in this top lane, body slamming in recklessly, going in with the barrels, slowing down the attack speed, and just making it a nightmare for Arthlon to do anything.
I mean, Arthlon does have a Spectre's Kel now, which is nice, but it's not really that effective versus Gragas, who has such a good poke and not really long-term sustained damage. Arthlon does get knocked back, though. No Dragons for him this time. This ain't looking good for him.
Oh, Jesus. All right, he goes down again. It's going to be 2-0 in favor of Ackerman over Arthlon in this top lane. Chuper getting dangerously low as well. Forced to use those flash charges to heal back up. Has the Athenes now able to spam out pretty effectively. Panzer Dragon in that top lane. Ackerman, what are you looking to do? Body slam the wave, clear it out, and probably back out. He does hit Panzer Dragon with the barrel. Alrighty.
That's not even a high AP barrel at this point. He's going for DFG. Oh no, he actually hasn't bought the Athenes yet. He's been top that long. How much gold does Ackerman have in the bank? Let's check it out. He has 2,450 gold just waiting to be spent. He has about half his gold unspent at this rate. So he can go back, finish the Athenes, get Sorcerer Shoes, and either start building towards a death cap. If he wants to keep focusing on 1v1, he could go for a DFG, which would be effective and really funny.
I don't know about DFG Gragas. I'm not sure
it's really funny when it works out. I want to see it. Probably won't. Probably see a normal Rabadon's Death Cap style build. But man, I love seeing a DFG. Arthlon would not like seeing it, though.
Oh, there's the Athenes. All right, so no DFG for him. Does pick up the new Solar's Rod and the first dragon of the game. Gonna get tossed over to LMQ with no worry of being contested for that objective. And got themselves a nice 6,000 gold lead. Have the blue buff over to Wei Zhao. Buffs get taken up, rotations go through, and this tier 2 in the top lane is going to get threatened by Ackerman very, very soon.
Yeah, Arthlon has pushed out the way, but Gragas has great push himself. Well, actually pushed himself into Arthlon, drinking right in front of him. Arthlon has to run now. He's got reduced cooldown on the body slam. He's got Dragon's Ascent, but the chase will come out from the body slam.
It doesn't matter. Oh, the burnout's going to actually be enough to get him out of there, so some nice movement speed comes through. We do see Hula Hula looking for a cheeky gank with the help of Panzer Dragon, who does go stealth and running away. We do see the Sabers come in and hits Panzer Dragon. He gets chained and Siggled. The Ignite is going to pick up the kill there. As actually it didn't. Oh, Giant Growth came in from Trooper and the shield, saving Panzer Dragon. Really nice play by Trooper to rotate down there and follow Wei Zhao. So they deny them the kill and actually taking a Ignite off of Moore.
However, that was the flash used by Trooper. Wild Growth also down. The pressure has not stopped at the turret either, so Panzer Dragon still has to go back to base. So he's still effectively not in this fight, and they do not have a lot of time for this turret to stay alive. However, it looks like LMQ might back on out. Still not the safest push. They're going for very safe chases. Like Ackerman, he's not going to die to Arthlon. He knows he's fine. He has ultimate. He's got
Cask in
5
like
seconds.
a second. Yeah, the barrel connects. One more body slam. The Ignite comes out, and that's what I think she sounds like when she dies, but it's okay. Ackerman on a killing spree. Chain goes into Panzer Dragon. Does not pop and get the Sigil. No name. Waiting in the back line. Who is he going to kick? Looks like Vasily's going to kick the turret down. And that is going to be a 3-0 turret lead in favor of LMQ.
Really, I think the main weakness right now for Super Team NA is that, well, Hula Hula has a great name, and Hayam Echo, I love his name, but they're two different kinds of silly. I think Hula Hula's name is just fun to say. Hayam Echo is more just like, yo, like, this is me, this is my person. Not as fun to say. It's like, well, Hula Hula, I just want to repeat that name nonstop.
Well, Hula Hula going in!
Go Hula, like we want to chant his name, but we can't chant Hayam Echo, so it just doesn't work out in combination. But regardless, they need to start doing some stuff because Ackerman is just wrecking them. Arthlon 0-3-0 cannot stand up to the girth of Mighty Gragas, and the problem is that, well, what are they going to do? They can't catch Gragas top lane. He's too mobile. They can try and use maybe a Lulu Wukong combination, but the problem with that is that's a lot of time spent up there. They'll lose mid turret, they'll lose bot turret. They really need Trooper to eventually show up in the lane, I'd say, and just try and get a counter gank to happen. Catch out Gragas. Ackerman is still pretty squishy. He's going for an AP build, so you can burst him down still. It's just you need to have the burst, which Arthlon does not have.
Why is he extending up like that? It's like, what? I don't know.
Is this the zombie push?
Yes, maybe the proxy from a long time ago. The explosive cast comes through. He waited for it, flashed it away, able to get out. Flash available for Gragas, but here comes Wei Zhao and no name, and they secure the kill. Rough time for Arthlon up top, 0-4, building that Blade of the Rune King, has the Spectre's Cowl, and also possibly for the Banshee's Veil. The jungle is in complete control of LMQ. Super Team NA do not have a jungle at this point. Wei Zhao roaming around behind the tier 2s in that little walkway by the wolves. I don't know what Super Team NA can do right now. They have to sit back. They just need to not extend past the river, which is what Arthlon is doing.
Like, LMQ has to do something not only bad, but just outright stupid. Like, at this point, because they have a lot of weaknesses. Ackerman is squishy, but they haven't really been using him in team fights. So it's just Arthlon 1v1 versus the Fat Man, and it's not working out. Trooper going to be caught out by Wei Zhao. Wei Zhao should be able to pick this up. The Ignite might pick him up.
Oh, Sonic Wave, Resonating Strike, and it's going to be Wei Zhao picking it up.
Yeah, and with that, like, that is what's killing Super Team NA right now. They have no one that can survive the burst damage of anybody, really. But maybe if they get that good team fight, that good catch, they can make something big happen. Top turret will be going down to the Ackerman solo split push versus the turret. And they just have no one who can survive any burst damage, no one that can survive any sustained damage from Lucian as well. As Arthlon now getting caught in the same place as Trooper. Stop going to that spot!
Alright, and there's a Sigil, there's a Distortion for the pop and the kill. Two-man Timbers comes in for more. They're using the Whirlwind to try to escape, but Solar Flare does stop some of them. The culling from Vasily does not pick up any kill, unfortunately. And they will move to the tier 2 in the mid lane, get this one, snag it up very easily. And I think when that 20-minute mark hits, we're going to see a surrender and a very, very fast game.
If the game hasn't ended by then. I know it's only a minute away, but at this rate, I mean, they have no ward coverage either. This is an issue when you fall behind as a team. You still have to buy wards. So that 75 gold when you're barely getting any CS is a huge, huge investment. So the team, they have to kind of be stringent with their wards, which means they have no coverage, which means they'll keep walking in the same spot and dying.
Yeah. I don't know what. I think it's over.
It's gonna be almost impossible for them to come back.
Baron throw.
Yeah, Baron throw, horrible dive. There are still those options. We've seen comebacks from goal differences this big, but not necessarily this fast.
They're trying to push mid. They went up to clear out the wave early on. They're not going to get anywhere, though, as the side of LMQ is rotating. They have Gragas, who's huge, with a DFG, like you predicted.
Yes.
All right.
This will work because the game will not last long enough for him to build another item, and his burst will be enough to kill people at this point. With the death cap, some people might survive. Oh my god, that is...
All right, you get
That
this
is
one with the
terrifying.
DFG, I'll get this one with the DFG, and we'll kill them separately. I don't know.
Well, the DFG will work effectively if they can both apply them on targets before Gragas ults.
Yeah.
And it will work effectively because they'll just blow them up anyways. They don't really need to
Look at
use
this.
their DFGs well.
What are they doing?
They're trying to do
They're
something.
going to get Vasily. They're trying to get
They'll
Vasily.
get Vasily. They'll lose their inhibitor for this. So, and you can't blame them because they're so far behind. They have to go for desperation plays like this. They're not going to catch him actually because the rest of LMQ.
Look at Arthur.
A lot
He's
of them going up there.
chunked out. Maybe he's going to drag his descent, and he's like, team, hello? Barrel interrupts the dragon, and he goes down. While they do end up actually catching out more, they get enough damage to kill him. DFG comes in, Chuper going to go into the Baron pit, while Vasily chases down Hula Hula. And it looks like red buff will kill him. One more auto. Get it. And he got it. All right, Vasily on a killing spree. Takes him down.
Does fall.
Lulu end up falling there. Panzer Dragon going to get chased down. They do have High Mecha with the ultimate leading him out of there, trying to keep him safe. And that should be game. 20 minutes in, they're not going to surrender. All right. So LMQ still looking to push down. And Super Team NA still looking to hold on.
Well, LMQ, they can push down here. This is where the big, ridiculous mistake might happen. They are down 2 ultimates. They'll have LeBlanc's ultimate up right now. So if something bad happens, like if LMQ can stay under the turret too long and die, they don't have tanky members right now. The only tanky member would be Lee Sin, kind of, and he did go for an Elder Lizard build, so he's still relatively squishy. However, the burst, the poke, there goes Hula Hoop.
And
Straight to the ground.
he's like one of those dancers that just doesn't know how to use a hula hoop. He gets one go around the waist and then just dies. Or just falls. I don't know. You wouldn't die as a hula hooper. That's not a dangerous sport. I never knew hula hooping to be dangerous, but
I mean, if you want dangerous, it's like skip-its and jump rope. Like, that stuff, that'll wreck you. Like, you mess up with a skip-it, someone's losing
my
losing
shin.
an eye.
Or like, have you ever seen competitive jump rope?
That looks like they're floating as far as I'm concerned. They're just hovering in the air.
Explosive cast comes in, double distortion from Wei Zhao. He gets the chain, but does not get the kill.
Those barrels, one barrel roll hits 3 people. They're all taken down to low. You can see Echo barely survived that, actually. Has to go back to base. There goes Chuper. The turret should be going down right about now, and the inhibitor will not be long for this world. 12,000 gold lead for LMQ, and they're showing it. They got the levels, they got the gold, they got the damage. They got Ackerman, actually.
And they got Hula Hoop. Unfortunately, they go in, double distortion. Giant Growth and Barrier going to be able to keep High Echo alive. They get the Whirlwind. They're looking for Wei Zhao. It's going to be the shutdown, actually, on a High Echo. Vasily goes in, trying to take down High Echo. The Culling comes out, and he will get Blade of the Rune King and taken down by Arthur, who's now worth gold. Flashes for it, gets the Ignite. Oh, is he going to pick up the kill is the question. One more, and it will. Double kill over to Arthur. I wouldn't think I'd be saying that this game. But now chasing out the Moor. Will not be able. Oh, okay, Dragon's Descent over the wall. Gonna go chase this one down. He's gonna get the Molten Shield. He's gonna charge up a stun. It'll be pretty easy for Moor to get out of here. I don't know if he can chase him down any further without Blade of the Rune King. Making
It's
his
the
way.
Baron Rush. They have to do this.
Are you serious?
Do they really have any other choices, Dan? That was a cool team fight because LMQ, their team is still squishy. They really kind of got split up. So Ackerman was forced to retreat right away. Wei Zhao got stunned up.
Imagine Moor steals it.
Moore can possibly
He's got
kill
Tibbers.
I think Moore's going to kill them all, actually. He doesn't need to steal this. Arthon's already low.
All right, here we go. They reveal the ward. Moore actually has one more, drops it over this side. Let's see. Panzer Dragon getting dangerous, though. It's going to be the Tibbers in. He goes on to Panzer Dragon. Can he get the Ignite? Oh, this DFG, the wrong target. Drops the Ignite. Going to pick up the kill on Panzer Dragon while he runs away. High Mech are going to get tethered up. One more auto attack, and it will be Wei Zhao picking up the kill almost before he dies. No Name getting into the Baron pit. We'll be able to finish this one off with more. While Arthlon actually looking to catch out Wei Zhao. Is not able to the chain and the sickle. But oh, Wahula Hula picks up the kill on Wei Zhao. But the spike goes into the Baron. They pick that one up. Vasily chasing out onto Arthlon now. Will use the Relentless Pursuit. And that light just picks up the kill. As Chupa kind of going to be able to try to pick up the kill on No Name. Nope, War jumps out. And will deny him from stealing away that blue buff. But will be forced to use the Whimsy to get out. And that is it.
The question is, will LMQ make that same mistake again? Possibly not. Chuper caught out by the Fat Man.
Oh boy. Stun comes in. Chuper gets blown up, and that is not along for the world. Lulu, the barrel for the kill. DC Ackerman picks it up.
Yeah, Tibbers dies on the side.
Tibbers!
It's just too much for him. That bear cannot handle that. Just devastating scene of Lulu being blown apart by alcohol. Now, Echo being chased down by Silly. That burst damage. It's the Triforce Bloodthirster combo. Mid inhibitor being pressured now. Trooper will be up in 20 seconds. No ultimates really available for Super Team NA at this point. There is this Whirlwind ultimate. There we go.
Oh,
make it happen. Make it
comes
happen.
In. Bouncing Blade as well. Arthlong going to Dragon's Descent in, but gets knocked up. I don't know what that was. And Vasily going to chase down Panzer Dragon. Needs one more laser and an auto. There it is. Vasily picks it up. Panzer Dragon goes down. And what are they going to go for next? High Echo has Ackerman's going to decide to pick up that kill.
Goodbye, Echo.
Arthalon doing the chasing on a no-name here, but his team is actually getting pushed into the base. They're going to lose an inhibitor. He decides it's more important to go chase that kill, as the inhibitor turret up top lane is going to end up falling now. And still, the chase is on as Arthalon is still chasing. No name. Burnout comes through Flame Breath. He's going to dive into the turret. Tempest crippled. Blade of the Rune King. Safeguarding out. Oh, the turret. Not enough. But we might see the kill up there if he gets the Sonic Wave in. And he's playing with his life. No name. Can he get it? Sonic Wave. And Resonating Strike. Ba-bow. And No Name will pick up the kill. As actually Trooper going to fall here too. As so did Wahula Hula. And this should be game as Vasily going to calling to look up to pick up the kill. Not able to as the clone from the Wukong will block out the Ardent Blaze.
Now, Super Team NA, they did not have a great game, but I still got to give them credit. When they had that one moment, when they won that team fight, they tried to make as much happen as possible. It did not work out. They were so far behind that, you know what, taking that massive risk, I think it's better than just sitting in base and almost guaranteeing your demise. The Nexus blows up, though. LMQ incredibly well played. 26-minute victory with a 17-kill lead, 18,000 gold in their coffers.
Is that the fastest game we've had in NACL so far for this season at least?
Possibly. Might have been the fastest game today. We've had a lot of fast games today. There's been a lot of just fantastic performances and a little bit on the stompy side. Let's be honest.
Let's be real here. This is the real NACL cast after hours, uncensored and unfiltered.
It's just one
like
team
Rapids
beating
Honey.
the other team.
All right, but we're going to be going to a quick break, and we'll be bringing you VVV, Valor Victory Vision. I don't know what it is anymore. I can't remember. It used to be drilled into my head, but it's not. Taking on Team LOL Pro. But I think, actually, I'm going to be swapping out for the night, and Rapid's going to be coming back in, and they'll be bringing you the last game. So it was fun. You can find us on Twitter down there. You can find Studio. You can find me. And you can find Rapid as well when he comes back up here. I'm shooting at him. He's controlling the camera. That sexy beast. But we'll be back. See you guys in a few.